Imagine a nation emerging from decades of war, only to face another profound internal struggle, a massive exodus of its own people. This was the complex reality for Vietnam after 1975. Vietnam faced immense challenges from its refugee crisis, primarily suffering from a significant brain drain, severe economic strain, and considerable international diplomatic isolation. The mass departure of hundreds of thousands of its citizens, often referred to as the boat people, destabilized the country during its critical post-war reconstruction period. This crisis stemmed from a combination of factors. The new communist government implemented sweeping socialist reforms, including nationalization of industries and collectivization of agriculture, particularly in the formerly capitalist South. These policies led to widespread economic dislocation and poverty. Additionally, political repression, the establishment of re-education camps for those associated with the former South Vietnamese regime, and discrimination against ethnic Chinese communities further fueled the desperation that drove people to flee. The loss of a large segment of the population, especially skilled professionals, entrepreneurs, and educated individuals, profoundly impacted Vietnam's capacity for recovery. The challenges manifested in several ways. Economically, the country lost vital human capital that could have contributed to rebuilding its infrastructure and industries. The departure of fishermen, merchants, and technicians left significant gaps. Socially, the crisis created deep rifts within communities and families, with many enduring dangerous journeys by sea, often facing piracy and harsh conditions. Diplomatic relations were also strained, as neighboring countries like Malaysia, Thailand, and Hong Kong were overwhelmed by the influx of refugees, and often criticized Vietnam's role in the crisis, further hindering Vietnam's ability to secure international aid and recognition. The term brain drain precisely describes the loss of intellectual and professional assets. It is estimated that a substantial number of doctors, engineers, and academics were among those who fled, severely hampering the nation's efforts to develop its healthcare, technology, and education sectors. The sheer scale of the displacement, with over 1 million people leaving by sea between 1975 and the late 1980s, made it one of the largest refugee movements in recent history, posing an unprecedented challenge for a country already struggling with war devastation. Ultimately, the refugee crisis forced Vietnam to reevaluate its domestic policies and engage more extensively with the international community. The long-term impact meant a delayed and more difficult path to economic recovery and social stability, as the nation had to rebuild not only its physical infrastructure, but also its human resource base, all while navigating a complex global political landscape shaped by the mass migration.
If this history moves you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.